Okay. Okay. Let's unpin him, pin me. Okay, there. All right. So, oh gosh, what were we saying? Okay, so yeah. No, I don't remember where I was. I'm off script here. Oh yeah, yeah. So don't put me in that position. I don't want to have to call security. I don't want to have to fight you. I'm in, and it's hard to enforce something that I already hate doing. So we'll get through this. The food and drink. No food and drink in the lab. That shouldn't be a problem if you have a mask over your face. If you need to eat or drink something, you could just leave for a minute and come back, just like if you were to go to the bathroom. But don't eat in the bathroom. So, because that's gross. Okay. Course materials, testing. Okay, so I tried something new last semester that worked out really great. And I put all of the lectures for every class, the lectures, demonstrations, everything, online. So we still have in-person class, but you have a second source now. And we're so limited on time in here, but online, when I'm in the videos, there's no limit. So what I'm gonna do, it says on the syllabus Google Drive, but I actually put them on YouTube this semester. It's just a little easier. And that all of the lectures will be on YouTube. What I'd like you to do, just when you're practicing or before each class, is just watch the videos for the materials coming up and get introduced that way. You can watch them in the practice room while you're practicing. You can watch them in bed. You can watch them in the car, not when you're driving, but yeah. So I mean, there's just a lot of good stuff on there that sometimes I don't get into quite that deep of detail in class. So I think it'll help you out a lot. I guess it really helped a lot last semester with people. Plus, you can rewind those and rewatch them. You can't rewind me and rewatch me. So there's that, and there's endless demonstrations that you can watch over and over again. So I'd like you to do that, kind of like if I were to say, read chapter 1 before next class, and then come back and discuss it. So, like in the next class, I might do some light introduction review type thing, but then I want to mostly see how you're doing, hear how you're doing, and answer your questions and hear you play more. So that's hybrid mode. Plus, then if we have to go home or someone's sick or if something happens to me, all of it's online anyway, so we're not really losing out too much. We just have to figure out how to regroup when we get back. So win-win-win. Okay. And those videos, I think I posted some of them in OnCourse already. They've been uploading all day. I bring them here because the internet's like wicked fast here. The upload speed's like 750. It's like 10 at my house. So, okay. Oh yeah, so illness, again. Even allergies can trigger illness. So I just ask that you be sensitive to people's allergies in a way that, like, if you like to wear perfumes or colognes, if you could keep that to a minimum. So because that triggers allergies trigger sickness triggers mass hysteria, and a whole bunch of other problems that we don't need. So just any potent smell, colognes, or anything coming from plant life that you shouldn't have here anyway. Okay, and but then if you use as much soap and deodorant as you need to, okay, and wash your clothes, brush your teeth, tell your friends. That's the trend. Okay, so book. We all have a book, right? Or we will. Okay, looks like we all have. Cool. I'll talk to you about the pandemic performance project. So did Dr. Kissel do like an independent project sort of thing? No, probably not the remote class, but okay. It's called the Independence Performance Project. I changed the name because it's gonna fit distancing. There are 3 accompaniments that we normally play with duet partners or accompany someone on throughout the class, and getting all of the rehearsals coordinated with signing out rooms and stuff is just crazy because we can't have more than one in a practice room, right? Yeah, so you'll accompany yourself on video. You will video yourself playing the accompaniment, and then you will video yourself playing the melody along with your video of the accompaniment. And I'll tell you how that goes as we get closer. It'll be mostly independent, but we'll do some of that in class. And yeah, so there's 3 of those, and then there's a piano solo. And you'll make videos of that. That'll be your final 40% that you submit at the end of the semester, kind of like a final. And that'll be online. Okay. And it's all in the syllabus there. All the assignments are there. You could get going on it now if you wanted, but I recommend taking the class a little while first. It's very cumulative of the skills that you learned last semester and this semester, and just trying to put it all into full practice. But this will be good for resume builders, job applications and all that too, where you can show employers that you can play the piano and play another instrument as well, and use technology. So that's a huge plus, especially if you're an ed major or you're just applying for some internship or something. You'd be a little ahead of the curve that way. So, and you get course credit for it. So, win-win-win. All right, any questions? I throw a lot at you guys the first day, and I don't mean to do it that way. It's just there's so much. And if you have questions at all, come find me. I don't have any posted office hours, but doesn't mean that I don't have time to see if you need help. So you just give me a holler. We'll find a time, whether it's in person or on the internet, Zoom, and we'll go from there. Okay, so if you look down further, you see that there's a proposed schedule. I did pretty well sticking to the schedule last semester, got a little bit off. I think in many ways, if we get off, I'll just try to stay in the same order. So like if I end up jumping around or we get really off, I'll just print up a new sheet and that'll just be easier. But luckily we have 2 classes to get through what's on all this list. So after this semester, it's 1 class a week. So we have a little bit of a luxury here. We'll take advantage of it. We're not gonna bide our time, but and there's times where we'll seem like we're getting ahead, and sometimes where we seem like we're falling behind. And I'll be monitoring that closely. But you'll see here we have a whole bunch of scales and all that to learn. Fun times and some harmonization, some repertoire, and we're gonna do a lot of technique the first couple of weeks, and then our first quiz on February 25th. And let's see here, and then chapter 6, same idea, and chapter 7, and we do a little bit of chapter 8, and then we are in. I put distant learning on the syllabus, but that's the pandemic project you're going to do by yourself. Okay. All right, let's dive in here. What should we start with? Now, I say that I go in the order, but then I start jumping around. I'm going to have to put something up on the board here, so for scales. So why don't we just dive into something in the book first, since we all have it. Let's go to page 161. Skip to my loo. And I should put on this projector so you can see my hands. I'm over so he can see my hands. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on, projector, please. Is it gonna go? Yeah, okay, it's going. Kind of sneaks in like an evil demon. He's like, ooh, okay. All right, so skip to my loo. All right, I'm gonna turn the keyboards off here. Okay. What key are we in? Someone said it. F major. All right. And we're in 2/4 time. If you look at the top of the page here, you see the dictation? F chord, C7/E. What does that mean? /E. First inversion. So it means that the E is the bottom note of the C7 chord. So, hence there. Okay. There is a mistake in the book here, or just something I haven't figured out, and it's this. This should not be here. This measure should be played just like this one. So if you want to write in that change, go for it. Yeah. Okay, and we'll get to that in a minute here, as to how to execute all that. So we pretty much have, how many chords make up this piece? 2. F major and C7. So let's see here, bass clef for left hand, F major. C7/E. And it's spelled out, so I'm just going to put this up on the board, just so you can see a different illustration. I always like to have more than one source. But in F major, doing harmonic analysis, what is the F chord labeled as? You're doing your Roman numerals. 1. Okay. C7/E. 5. 6/5. Yeah, first inversion. Good. Okay, and you've all done this in 117. Yeah, you probably added the 4/6/4 as well, but we're just going to do the 5/6/5 right now. So get that back into you. I'll show you how to break it up in time later. Okay, now melody in the right hand. Check it out. Everything fits within the F major pentascale, except for a couple spots where we have to dip out. Set that up, you got most of the notes right there. Till this measure, thumb just dips out and comes right back. So it's F major with a thumb dip and back. Make sense? Okay. I'd like you to work this out hands separate. And I know there's some ambitious folks here that'll want to start doing it hands together. This is what I'm going to recommend. When you start doing hands together, do it with just block chords. Okay, don't worry about this. Don't worry, I'll show you how to do that in a bit. But and so but that'll be more than plenty to keep you busy right now. But get all the rhythms worked out, get the chord placements worked out, and I'm going to let you work this out on your own a little bit, and I'm just going to check down the rows and see how we're doing, and just yelp if you're in trouble. I'll come over and help you. Okay? Liam, any questions? You good?
Nope, I'm all good.
Okay, great. Just shout out if you have one.
Will do.
Yes. Oh no. Okay, all right. You know what? You can when I'm not using it, you can use mine. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, I might just need to take it back from time to time. Okay, anyone having trouble with the keyboards? Okay, yep, that's the one. Okay, and then you just gotta turn it on. Okay, all the way to the right, that one's broken, so use that one. Anyone else? There you go, and you gotta turn the keyboard on. Do so much intro here, but you guys haven't had a real class yet. You got it? Okay, great. Is it working all right? No, I think you have one of the special ones. Second one. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. What's up?
I'm hearing music.
Ah, you got the radio station. Okay. Yeah, I can't fix that. I wish I could. It's actually the radio station in McEwen. And I can't figure it out. It just picks a few. Yeah, yeah. If it gets distracting, try to figure out the progression of that song. That's sometimes they have polka music.
We go to 4. Ooh, okay.
So, just give you a little bit more on this and then we'll move on to something else. But, getting this all broken up in the left hand. You want to make sure that you can place fluidly. So if you can't go from here to here very easily, that's what you got to work on back and forth. Place all the keys, place all the fingers on the keys, then play it. Go back, make sure you can, okay. This shouldn't be a big problem because I know we've done this, but just once you get this down, see if you can get quicker movements. Maybe not that fast, but you get the idea. If the more fluid and quickly, the better. Now, breaking up. Set the whole chord. Don't just set one finger. I can do that because I've been playing 30 years and I just have better accuracy. But that's not, it didn't sound good. So set it up. And I would just practice one chord at a time. Make sure you got that movement down. Okay, that'll be pretty easy. Then try this. F chord, set it up. Then into the downbeat of the next chord. So everyone see what I'm doing there? Let me know if you're lost. So it's going to be very easy to go. But then we get stuck at what I call the bar line crutch. And we like to think symmetrically. And we like to think in groups of 2 and 4. That's why strong beats are always 1 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's how we think, that's how we hear it, so that's how we condition the muscles. It's hard to flip that, and then to make the hands do it is another game. So we have to practice getting over the bar. So 1, 2, 1. 2, 1 without stopping. Okay, it's just another exercise like if you were doing training for a sporting event or something. But just, so. Okay, and you could probably use that for something cool later too. But, okay, putting it together, I would just stick with the block chords for right now. I mean, you'll try it, I'm sure, but I'm sure you'll notice. There'll be that stopping point, and that's what this will help you with. Anyone ever see Karate Kid? You know, paint the fence, and it's like, what am I doing this for? Well, the fight's coming, so we just got to build the muscle strength first. Okay, we're gonna move on, just because we have to. And all right, scales. You do hands together in 117. I can't even remember what that is. I haven't taught that class in over a year. Okay. All right. So 2 octaves or 1? 2. Okay. All right. So this will be review. I'm going to show you a new approach because I'm sure you noticed lining the fingers up in the right places. Not so easy, especially with C, which is like our go-to. So we're going to tackle this right away. I have this like crazy approach here that seems to work. At least it works the last few semesters. But what I've done here is highlight the beginning of every finger pattern change. So there's a chart in your book, and it's a great chart, but it's not this. So you have 2 ways now. Okay? We're going to jump just for placement purposes to each position by just playing the first note of each position with the correct fingers. In the right hand coming up, we use thumb on do and fa. And then we do another octave, do, fa. And once we get to the top here, we come down and we start with 4 on T, 3 on mi. 4 on T, 3 on mi. Now, the concept is good for almost every white note scale. So once we get the idea down, then it's just about the physical practice. But let me show you, because this could get weird and frustrating. And that's not my intent, but do and fa. So seems easy. Not so easy. But just like we were doing, so that we can, and all that other stuff, that's what this is. So then coming down, here's the hard part. 4 on T, 3 on me. And then, 4 on T, that's hard. So, clear as mud? I'm gonna ask you to try that with just the right hand for a minute. Okay, I put the keyboards on. Okay, just yelp if you're really not getting this, okay? And just humor me. I know, you're going, what is he doing? I promise, I've been doing this a while. Okay, really be accurate on the way down. 4s and 3s. Okay, make sense? Okay, everyone take a nice deep breath in, drink some mask here, and try to relax. It takes brain power. But check it out. Watch this. Going up. And then we just do fill in the blanks. Then, and what that drop does is just kind of give you like a little muscle poke. And I don't have any scientific information to back up this name. I just call it stimulating the muscle memory. But obviously you're not going to punch it like that when you do it, but I'm just exaggerating to show you where it is. But you'll find this is so much easier after a while. So give it a shot, even if it's not even half that speed. Drop on, I call it anchor notes. Drop on the anchor notes and fill it in. You're either going to fill in 2 notes or 3 more notes. Keyboards. There. If you want to be ambitious, try another key. One of the white note keys. We'll just do this for 1 minute. I look down the rows and I can see everyone's got it. So we're going to move on. All right. Humor me again. Now, mirrored image, ideally. Your 2 hands are mirrored image. So parallel motion equals opposite fingers. It doesn't always line up when you got 8 notes and 5 fingers and and opposite fingers. So that's why the numbers are a little different. But 4 on re, 3 on la. Then again, 4 on re, 3 on la. coming down, it's thumb on do and sol, not do and fa. Do and fa coming up here on the right, do and sol coming down on the left. Do sol, and then you all want to just slap a 5 there anyway. So, okay, so here's the demo. Re, la. Next octave, re, la. Do, sol, do, sol. Okay. Oh, yeah, and I should probably preface, I wrote that down the octave because of space on the board. So it's an octave too low. But give this a try. Just punch the anchors with the correct fingers for just a minute. This one's going to be harder. Left hand's harder. Okay, next step. We all know what to do here. It starts with a 5, of course. 5, but then anchor 4, anchor 3, anchor 4, anchor 3. Oh, and anchor 1, anchor 1. Okay? Another minute on this. How you doing, Leon?
I'm doing well.
Okay. Any questions?
Nope.
Great. Any issues with this? Anyone really struggling? It looks like you all kind of have the idea down. I mean, this isn't anything like super groundbreaking, but I just want you to have another approach that you can revert back to when problems occur. I have another weird way of putting these together. I know that you know how to do that, but I'm going to show you that next time. I'd like you to do this type of work with C, G, D, A, and E major. It's the same fingering, but it's different notes. So once you have one down, you don't necessarily have them all down, but it's the same. It's the same method. At least it's just going to feel different because of different keys. So that we need to. Did you guys do cross-handed arpeggios in 4 octaves? Oh, okay. We're start reviewing those because we're going to bring those back with that, and some basic chord progressions as well, which I'll go through next time. Yeah, so your homework, even if I don't assign something, your homework is always to practice. Your homework, go through the 5 scales with this stuff and try to get Skip to My Lou going. Watch videos. You can watch ahead. I think I have almost every video for this course posted. I'm going to have to check the upload tonight, but it's that once they're up and I can label them, then they'll just be there. You can watch them all, and have a good laugh too. So, but we will pick up with the technique next time, and there's another harmonization that we have to do as well. So just, hang in there. The first couple weeks, at least with me in this course, it's really just a technique fest. We're gonna start learning some minor scales. We're gonna go through like the bunny scales and then learn a couple of cool tests. All right? Any questions? Great. Okay, I have to give you a ticket out. You have to wipe down the keyboard, so take one, wipe everything down, and then you can toss it in the trash and leave. Just come find me if you're stuck on anything throughout the week. I'm here. Uh-oh. Okay, and no one can leave because we're all. Hey, there's another one here. I hope there is. Yes! Oh, of course, they're stuck in the can and my finger is not the size of a can. Oh, there we go. All right. I think this is the reason they really gave us 20 minutes between classes. Alrighty. Liam, any questions? Want
Nope.
a sanitizing wipe?
What was that? Sorry.
Want a sanitizing wipe here?
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Excellent. All right. If you have any questions throughout the week, just give me a holler.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good night. Feel better.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.